Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So on today's video we are going to talk about a commander that was recently awoken and brings some interesting stuff to the table, and especially with the addition of the level 6 rebel leaders. I think she's getting a new spot in the current meta of the game. Of course, I'm talking about Sansa Stark, one of the oldest commander in the game. Maybe she's one of the first commanders that was in the game when the game started, and it's really nice to actually see her awaken after almost 3 years in the game. So Sansa is a free-to-play commander where you can get her medals from the Weirwood memories on the elite tree, as we're going to see over here on the 1.6, the 7.9 and the 8.9. As usual, it's one token every 3 hits, so it's not really hard to get here. But additionally, if you're starting the game right now, there are definitely some deals to get Sansa faster. Some quests that gives you 20, maybe 15 medals really early. So getting her to the legendary quality, it's gonna be really fast and super easy. So what Sansa brings on the table, it's first of all a bowman commander. So of course she's going to bring some bowman attack and bowman health, but also she's gonna give you some fortification durability increased by 50%, which was more useful on the early stages of the game, but right now it's not really that strong. Her strategic skill for the Siege of Winterfell or the all-out war that it's going to start in a few days as well. She's going to give you bowman attack and bowman defense, as well as bowman health. So on the strategic side, she's going to give every stat for the bowman, and she's going to be a healer, where she's going to heal 5 targets with a coefficient of 430 around here. So she's really useful in every formation in Siege of Winterfell and All Out War, because healing your troops is really good, and of course giving you the bowman stats is going to be really useful as well. Moving to the guard combat type, this is your Weirwood memories, your Weirwood tree, and your rebel leaders. Again here she's going to be a healer. She's going to heal all your allies. This is for the gold quality stats, for about 18,000 health to all allies, and this is when it says all allies, it doesn't have any range, so every ally on the map is going to get that heal. She's going to add defense to herself and one random ally when an ally is killed. So if you start losing allies, she's going to make your rest of the allies tankier and tankier. And every 7 attacks, one random ally recovers 15,000 health and has all the buffs removed. This is really nice, especially on the Weirwood Memories event, where the battles usually last a bit longer. And lastly, she's going to add 101% to recovery. This is for when your troops are moving to the next stage, especially useful in the Weirwood tree. So does she have any usefulness other than that? I would say with the addition of the new rebel leaders, having that much of healing is going to be essential, because the new rebel leaders are going to deal a lot of damage, and you need a lot of healers for your tank in front to last longer and not die, and then the rebel leader moves to your backline and you deal less damage. But other than that, we have to talk of course about her awakening. So as classic as every commander, here the first star is going to be the classic 5 commander level and the increased damage for her active army skill. The second star is going to increase the quality of your friendship. And let's really quick jump to the tavern and check your friendship tree right there. So as you're going to see over here, she's going to give you aptitude, finance, and leadership. 4 stars for the first two and 3 stars for the last one. And if you're going to upgrade here to 2 stars, it's going to go up to 5 stars on aptitude and finance and 4 stars on leadership, which is really strong. You really need leadership for your army size and your rally size, and of course having some extra gold from finance and some free speed ups for aptitude is going to help you anyway, so that's not bad. And since she has 3 stats in the tavern, getting 1 more star on every of your details here on the quality is really strong compared to other commanders that only have 2 of them. Going back to her awakening and the 3rd star on the awakening, again we have the classic 1.6 times of the original value from the passive skills, the increase in the active army skill, and the max commander level. By increasing your passive skills by 1.6 times, you're going to have 48% on the bowman attack and bowman health, and you're going to have 80% for your fortification durability. But as always, where your commander is going to get the maximum value is when you're going to get your 2 4 stars, which is for the Sansa situation is going to be more of a passive upgrade for your castle and not so much for fighting. So here 4 star ability Prayers of the 7 is going to apply immediately when you unlock it, and it's going to increase your max hospital capacity by 50,000 and your max shelter capacity by 100,000. So this is actually not bad, because 50,000 troops, especially nowadays when most people are using tier 4 and tier 5 troops, uh, using that 50,000 extra capacity, it's really good. It's like having 2 more hospitals in your castle. So the earlier you're gonna get it, the more value you're gonna get out of it. And also the shelter capacity by 100,000 is equal to another castle skin that gives you max shelter capacity, so it's going to help you a lot if you're playing the zero castle formation, which is really popular nowadays. So let's go and run an attack on the weirwood memories on the weirwood tree, and let's see how her skills are going to work. It's important for her to have a front line, as you're going to see over here. So every time she's going to use her active skill for the weirwood or the rebel leaders, she's going to heal your allies as she here increases back to max health. And as we said, every time she lands 7 attacks, it's going to heal 1 random ally, but especially on rebel leaders where they focus your front line, she's going to always heal your front and keep him as healthy as possible into the entire duration. As we're going to see here, none of my commanders actually died because of her very strong healing. So that's about her on the here I've got another Sansa medal. So that's about everything for her in the weirwood and the rebel leaders, as well as the fighting. So what's the final verdict about Sansa? Since she's one of the first commanders, you're going to get her really quick, and you're going to have a nice chance to max her fast. And as I said, the 4-star ability is going to help you a lot the faster you are getting it, because you are going to use the 4-star, the 50,000 troops in the hospital capacity, and the 100,000 troops in the shelter. The earlier you get it, you're going to get the most value of it. As well as if you upgrade here to max, she's going to give you an extra bowman attack, and she's going to reduce the enemy bowman and increase the durability again for your fortifications. So as I said, the earlier you get here, the more value you're gonna get from her. So is it worth upgrading? For me, I think this is really worth upgrading, and you should try to get her, especially if you're starting now or you are on the early stages of the game. So thanks for watching, guys, and I see you on the next one.
Always hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire, set my heart afire.